I'm Lafromboise. I'm one of the co-founders of Lightning Rod Games, and we're here at PAX East to show a fold apart, which is a puzzle game about a long-distance relationship in a world of folding paper. My own real-life experience with a long-distance relationship, and we wanted a puzzle mechanic to kind of match that, and we didn't really know how to do it at first, but after some brainstorming with our team, my co-founder pitched this idea of like folding the back of a Mad magazine, and a few months later I was like, oh, we can like combine those two together. And so the idea, the initial pitch was, if you have a piece of paper with a character living on one side and a character living on the other, they're in different worlds. But if you fold that paper, you can merge those two worlds together, which is what it feels like. So every puzzle in the game is like a piece of paper. So it has two sides, so you can flip it, so you can fold and merge the two sides. So we can fold from the left and right, top and bottom, and then later in the game you can also fold from the four corners. You can also rotate the paper and combine like rotating and folding as well. There's not really any platforming, there's no jumping. So that's one of the big things that's really, we really focus on just saying it's a puzzle game, because most of it is about, the navigation is about how do you connect platforms together so you can like walk over them, but you can't actually jump or anything like that. We kind of build up on it and we add extra mechanics to it. So later in the game, there's obstacles that you can't fold over, that you can't walk past, but you have to fold over to get past. We also have gravity, so when you fold from the top of the paper, things can fall down, including the player or blocks that you have to push around. We also have blocks that once they've been folded to another side, they disappear. So you have to like kind of sequence your folds in a way that makes it a little bit more difficult later on in the game. I think the game will really resonate with anyone who's been in a long-distance relationship. But one of our big goals with the story was to make it accessible to players who maybe haven't had that experience themselves, but will actually fully understand kind of the emotions that a person will go through when they're living apart from someone. This is like, the art style was a lot of iteration. The original idea was a world where the characters were physically made out of real paper from the desk. And so we had an architect character, so they're made out of blueprint paper. We had a teacher character, and they were made out of like construction paper. And we kind of moved away from that kind of storytelling element. But we wanted to keep this idea of the worlds feeling like they're made out of paper, but not being like paper craft in the same way like Tearaway or Paper Mario or something like Yoshi's Crafted World. We wanted it to be more like evocative of paper as opposed to being like very specifically made out of the actual material. And so we kind of kept the color schemes there. So the architect character is still blue, and then we kind of made the teacher character the opposite color, so they're like orange and red. And that was kind of the style there. So the reaction at the show has been great. Like people come by, we always get a lot of people who really think it's really cute. They really enjoy the puzzle mechanics. And so right now we are kind of finalizing our release for Apple Arcade, Switch, and PC. Everything's kind of been approved. Now we're just kind of working with our partners to pick the final release date. We're looking at sometime in March or April for that. And then PS4 and Xbox will follow after.